The history of Platte City Nutrition is that Angel Biggs opened the doors in 2019, and they're currently at 1303 Platte Falls Road, aiming to provide the community with healthy choices such as beverages and sometimes food options was her main goal. She lives in Liberty currently and noticed that there was a lack of nutrition clubs in certain parts of the state, and she really wanted to aim for more smaller towns that couldn't provide this type of thing. The purpose, Pot City Nutrition's purpose is to improve health and well-being. That is her main goal. She does things like she will evaluate a person on what they need the most, whether that be protein, energy, or they just need to cut back on sugar. She will do that, and then she will provide you with a nutrition value chart. And with that chart being said, you literally will get a whole thing telling you what you should and what you should avoid. And it's a really great way for people to realize their bad habits. Day to day, Platte City Nutrition serves their customer with, like I said, specific products, whether that being if they need more protein, they often go for shakes. If they need more energy or hydration, they often go for teas. And then same thing with the food thing. They don't serve food that much, but sometimes seasonal will come around and they will have chips or protein balls. And with that being said, I think Angel does an amazing job at making sure everybody feels welcome as well. And Platte City Nutrition is honestly such a welcoming community, especially in Platte County, and it has been a really nice way for me to meet people. So as far as we know for HR for Platte City Nutrition, there isn't much on file that I could find. So by talking to Angel, I found out that she runs a lot of her HR practices through Herbalife. Herbalife is the organization that she works for that helps hit the teas, the packets, everything that she uses in her store is going through Herbalife. So they have a lot of employment programs that they have that makes it able for people to benefit from HR. Like Angel, the HR for Herbalife is mainly for business owners like Angel. As far as being a coworker goes, there isn't extremely much I know, but based on talking to her, she does it like a normal small business would do, prioritizing health and safety and communication and being able to have sick leave, and just basically it's all about communication with her. I find that her coworkers work really well with her when it comes to things like being sick or having an excused leave of absence. And Angel does a really amazing job of being able to come in and help because it is her business that she runs. As far as Herbalife goes, there are programs that you can sign up for to get more of the HR numbers and everything to know what is going on. But other than that, there's not much she can do for Herbalife because she is running her own personal business. Herbalife is just an acquirement that she has so she can get products. But other than that, every HR is done by Angel. For my chart of who works at Platte City Nutrition, I'm starting with Angel Biggs. She is the owner of Platte City Nutrition, and she has owned it since 2019. And I go through her for everything. I work with her basically Monday, not Tuesdays, but Wednesday, Thursdays, and Friday. So any day other than that is when I see her. And she does an amazing job at what she does. Any questions I have, I always go to Angel. She is in co-partner with Herbalife, which is the person that gives her all of her inventory and everything. So any questions I have about Herbalife and getting set up, that's what I do. She was the person that got me set up on Herbalife because to become a product seller of Herbalife, you have to sign up and make an account. And that is what she did for me. So now anytime that someone wants to buy product under my name, I can get paid for it, which is really great. And she also works in the mornings and she also works in the afternoon. So I see her quite a bit. And that is Angel Biggs. And next is Ellen. She is a coworker. I work with her mainly on Tuesdays, and sometimes when days Angel can't come in is when I see Ellen. There are other coworkers that work seasonal, but I haven't got the chance to work with them or get to know them, so I felt like it wasn't appropriate for me to add them on. But she does have two more college student girls, Emma and Mary Grace, who work in the summer or during Christmas break. Both times I will not be there. But they do the same thing as Ellen. They just help stock inventory and they help run businesses like making the drinks and providing information to customers. Ellen does an amazing job at this. She's been working at Platte City Nutrition for almost 3 years now, and she's pretty much the second person below Angel because she has been there the longest. And I ask Ellen frequently asked questions as well because she knows just as much as I feel like Angel would at this time of day. This is the day in my life at the shop. There's me and Angel. This is what you can expect us to wear, keeping it really comfy and casual. We make cold drinks all day, so it's really hard for us to stay warm, especially in the wintertime. So we like to dress appropriately by bundling up. This is me and Angel making a video for her Instagram. We like to post something every Friday for the deals and to make sure the content is ready. Here's what you can expect when you go into Platte City Nutrition. It's kind of a basic standing point like a bar or a barista would have. She does a really good job of making it look like Platte County themed. That was her main goal when she opened the store. And you'll quickly see in just a moment all the protein that we use for shakes. And then as well as powders, as well as tea kits and more stuff. And in the next video, she's going to show you how to make it.
All right. So another example of something that you can put into your daily routine that you're already doing, but this is going to help you meet your goals, is one of our meal replacement protein iced coffees. So if you're a coffee fan and you normally go to a coffee shop, you're probably intaking around 300 to 500 calories, sometimes even more. Ours are going to be really low calorie, high in protein. So your normal coffee is probably not providing you much nutrition. It's probably not providing you much protein. And that's what ours is going to do. So what we're going to put in here is we're going to make a caramel macchiato. So we're going to do 2 scoops of our caramel macchiato iced coffee, which is by itself, it's 15 grams of protein. It's only 100 calories. And it's 1 gram of sugar. So next time you go into your local coffee shop, take a look at the ingredients of what you are normally intaking, and you'll probably be shocked. All right, the next thing we're gonna put in here is our dulce. It's got a caramely flavor. It's gonna give us another additional 9 grams of protein. Put that right in here. So this whole coffee is 190 calories. And it's going to give you 24 grams of protein total. And this not only is going to give you protein, it will also give you the same amount of caffeine as a regular cup of coffee, and it's also going to be meal replacement. So it's giving you all of your nutrients that you should have in a well-balanced meal, all in 1 cup.
In this video, she's going to be showing you how she makes her protein balls. She goes through this fairly quickly throughout the week, selling them for about $2 each, or you can buy them in bulk. She really likes selling these in, getting people to be involved with the protein balls, because not only does having a shake or a tea mean something, but having something a little bit healthier to eat as well. Most people crave snacks, but I think that you should crave protein balls as they're much better for you. And this is what you can expect if you did an evaluation with Angel. It's going to talk about your weight distribution, what you're lacking in, whether that be protein or hydration. She's going to help you determine what is best for your body, and it's very helpful if you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, because then you can talk about the way your body wants that to happen. And in this part of the video, it's going to be what it would look like for her to physically evaluate you. She's going to go through all the stuff that I talked about in the previous thing, and you're just going to stand and listen and talk to her back while she fills out information. And quickly after she's done, you're going to step on the scale. You are going to hold your hands up with the weight so it gets an even distribution of all your body weight. And it doesn't take super long. It is kind of a tedious process to make sure that everything gets right. But as soon as the machine on the weight scale says that is all correct, you will be all good to go. And you get to step down, and she's going to show you what it tells you. And this is going to be everything I said in the previous video again. And it's nice to do this in person. You can do it in the back of the room for some privacy, and it is awesome. I think this is a really cool thing that she offers to her program.
Hi, I'm Ava. I'm with Angel from PC Nutrition, and this is my 3-minute interview. What essential professional skills are needed at this internship?
I would say definitely getting to know people, like connection, really especially in this community, smaller, tight-knit community. So it's not just like selling people things, it's really hearing what they're saying. So definitely like listening, and then connecting with them and understanding what their need might be so that you can help meet that as their wellness coach or healthy bartender.
Okay. What have you done to master this essential skill?
Practice. So I definitely did not start this by, loving to talk to people or even being like an outgoing person. It was really just like kind of just forced, I guess, to do it, to have that conversation. And I really care about the people that are in here. A lot of the people that come in here are regulars, and so it's more of like a family friendly vibe in here. So it's not just like I'd say it's more so like getting to know them as a person and more than just a customer, because I don't see the people who come in here as just customers.
Okay, great. What advice can you give me to master that essential skill?
Really the same thing, just trying to connect with them is the biggest thing. So if they tell you their weekend plans, trying to find something that you would also like, or finding some way to relate to them is the biggest way. It also helps you remember things about them, because you're like, oh yeah, I also really liked that and I connected with them. Like, you've done a good job at it so far, especially like with military stuff and your parents being in the military. I think so far you've connected with a variety of people. That's just one example, but continue to do that. Continue to find things in common with people.
Exactly. All right, that was our interview. Thank you.
In this part of the video, I'm going to be talking about my professional skills. The professional skills that I was aiming to achieve while working at PC Nutrition was definitely time project management and creativity. It was hard for me at first, but over time, being able to understand the algorithm of social media and being able to bring in people to the store based on things like how I post, what I say, and just making things overall creative. And same with time project management, being able to do that as well. And my personal skills that I feel like I already had was definitely just being able to communicate with people and also just being on time. I feel like I was always on time pretty much if something else wasn't happening, or I was very good at talking to people, whether that be new people that are considered regulars or people that are coming in just for the first time. And I feel like this is a skill that I just learned from taking speech and debate classes. Some soft skills that I feel like I already had and used was definitely leadership and communication skills. There were also times I did stress management, just because there would be occasions where I would be left alone at the store just for a short period of time, because Angel would either have to go running, grab some more stuff for the store, or she had an emergency and she had to be back really quickly. And being able to deal with that was very hard, but it was also very rewarding, because it means that I would be able to handle things on my own. Overall, I feel like PC was an amazing place to work at, and the company does a really great job at making sure that everybody's on the same track with everything. Being able to come in, clock in, and do your job is a main factor that I feel like PC Nutrition offers, as well as making so many friends. I've made so many friends, and I've helped so many people throughout their health goals and learned stuff that I had no idea that I could use, and it's just been an amazing process. Overall, my experience at PC Nutrition was one that I won't forget, and one I get to carry on officially, because I am a part-time worker there now. I love PC Nutrition. Angel was an amazing person to work with, and I would suggest that if you were working there yourself, just to keep in mind that it is a social aspect and that you will have a lot of fun and use a lot of creativity. I would 100% recommend this for anybody who just wants to do something more fun with their internship, something more laid back, something that they can also do part-time, because Angel is always looking for people to hire and just making sure you can spread the word around. So I feel like this was a great in-caps experience, and this wasn't her first time as well. She did more of the health administration, people who are more into the nutrition value.
but I still feel like it gets you a good experience of business life and what it's like to run a personal business, because it is a hard game, and she told me about the first 5 years and being able to do that. Thank you.